Nigeria is currently witnessing a massive and decisive military breakthrough in the heart of Kogi State as we enter the second week of January 2026. This is a story of intense aerial warfare and a major victory for our security forces that has left criminal networks in total disarray and the general public breathing a sigh of relief. According to official statements released by the Kogi State Police Command on Sunday, January 11, and throughout Monday, January 12, a joint team comprising the Nigeria Police Force and the Nigerian military has successfully neutralized scores of bandits in a series of highly coordinated offensives. The most captivating part of this operation is the sophisticated role played by the Nigeria Police Force Air Wing. For those who have been following the rising tension in the north-central region, this wasn't just a standard patrol. It was a full-scale assault involving precision airstrikes from police helicopters that targeted deep forest enclaves where these bandits have been hiding for months. Footage emerging from these strikes shows plumes of thick smoke rising from burning camps as the aerial bombardment effectively razed several bandit hideouts to the ground, with helicopters seen actively engaging targets from the sky. The scale of this operation is truly unprecedented for the opening days of 2026. We are hearing reports that the bandits were not only flushed out of their long-held camps, but their entire operational networks across the state's forested areas have been systematically dismantled. This particular crackdown was a direct and powerful response to a worrying spike in violent attacks and abductions that hit the Yagba and Kabba axis in late 2025. You might recall that things got so bad in December that even religious activities were restricted in some areas, with traditional rulers and the Christian Association of Nigeria calling for a halt to gatherings just to keep people safe. But now, the government is taking the fight directly to the enemies of the state. The Police Public Relations Officer, CSP William Ovye Aya, confirmed that the operation was executed with vigor, commitment, and a high level of professionalism. The results speak for themselves. Scores of armed elements have been eliminated, their logistics bases have been destroyed, and those who managed to survive the initial airstrikes were forced to flee into the deep bush, likely carrying heavy injuries and leaving behind their weapons and stolen property. This isn't just a win for the government, it is a significant moment for every resident of Kogi who has lived in fear of the next raid or kidnapping. The synergy between the ground troops of the Nigerian army and the air support from the police has proven to be a lethal combination for these criminal groups. We've seen reports that even drones and surveillance aircraft were used to map out the camps before the helicopters moved in for the final strike. While the exact location of some of these camps remains undisclosed to protect ongoing tactical movement, the impact is being felt across the state. If you are as relieved as we are to see this kind of progress in our security and you want to stay updated on every major move the Nigerian military makes this year, please take a moment to like this video right now. Your likes help us get this positive news to more Nigerians. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next breaking update. Your support truly keeps us going, and we want to keep you informed on everything happening in our nation. The aftermath of this strike has led to an urgent security alert that every Nigerian needs to pay attention to. The police command is now calling on all members of the public to be extremely vigilant. They are specifically asking residents to look out for anyone seen with suspicious bullet wounds, fresh injuries, or strange behavior, and to report them immediately to the nearest police station. This is because many of the bandits who escaped the burning camps are expected to seek medical help or refuge in local communities. The police are also asking for credible information about any strange movements in your neighborhood. Remember, as they always say, security is a shared responsibility, and it's only through our collective efforts that we can ensure these groups never regroup or find a safe haven again. The command has even released emergency control room numbers 0703 8329084 and 0815-219598 for anyone with useful intelligence to reach out. We've also seen reports of the military successfully intercepting fleeing bandits at various crossing points, recovering AK-47 rifles, magazines, and hundreds of rounds of ammunition, which shows that there is no easy exit for these criminals. As we look at the bigger picture, this January 2026 offensive seems to be part of a much larger and more aggressive plan by Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo and the federal security agencies to make Kogi a no-go area for criminals. We've seen the deployment of over 1,000 hunters and the establishment of forward operation bases in places like Omala, all aimed at protecting critical highways and rural communities. This latest airstrike is a clear message that the days of waiting for bandits to attack are over. The military is now taking the fight to their doorstep. For many of us, the news of scores dead among the bandits brings a sense of justice for the families who have suffered from recent kidnappings, including the tragic abduction of worshippers from the Ikwa Church at Ayetoro, Kiri. It is a bold start for the year, and we can only hope that this momentum is sustained until every forest in Nigeria is cleared of these threats. The governor has recently issued an executive proclamation on security protocols, warning anyone found supporting or harboring these criminals to be treated as a collaborator. This shows a total commitment to ending the menace once and for all. The effectiveness of these precision airstrikes has been validated by ground troops who advanced into the targeted areas to find destroyed structures and neutralized fighters. This joint air-land operation is a blueprint for how modern security challenges should be handled. It is heartening to see our security forces using high-tech assets to minimize risks to our soldiers while maximizing damage to the enemy. We are also seeing a crackdown on the logistics chains that feed these bandits, with arrests being made of individuals supplying food, fuel, and communication tools to the forest hideouts. This holistic approach, hitting them from the air, the ground, and their wallets, is what will ultimately lead to a lasting peace in Kogi and its surrounding states. What do you think about this new aggressive approach by the police air wing? Do you think more states should adopt this joint air and ground strategy with police helicopters taking the lead? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We love reading your perspectives and engaging with our community on these critical issues. Looking ahead, the Kogi state government has also committed a significant portion of its 820 billion naira budget for 2026 towards security and infrastructure. This means we can expect even more investments in surveillance technology and specialized training for our security personnel. The recent orders by the governor to regulate the operating hours of worship and public centers also shows a government that is not taking any chances. While these measures might seem strict, they are all part of the renewed hope agenda to ensure that every citizen can go about their daily life without the fear of being targeted. We must remain supportive of our troops who are currently out in the cold, patrolling the dense forests of Yagba West and Kabba to ensure we sleep with both eyes closed. The battle is far from over, but with the results we are seeing from these recent airstrikes, there is finally light at the end of the tunnel.